Yeah, yeah, it's what? Yeah, yep. Just because, just because they're now they're introducing now they're going to be introducing Shadow, which is pretty awesome. One of people's all-time favorite Sonic characters.
Yeah, many people love Shadow. That's for sure. Yeah.
I'm still waiting for to hear who's going to be playing him. I would love if Keanu Reeves played him.
Well, the fact that they got Idris Elba, I think they could get Keanu Reeves for that because Keanu Reeves just voiced Batman in League of the Super Pets, and
Hmm.
so we know not only as an actor that he's good, but as a voice actor he can play that darker voice. So I could see them getting someone like that for that role.
Or somebody else I
Welcome to the
think
stream, guys.
could have potential is Will Arnett, who played Lego Batman. He would
Mm-hmm.
be pretty good too. Like, if you're gonna find somebody who to play Shadow, they gotta have a deep voice. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm still waiting to hear news on that. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to just wait. We'll have to just wait and see. Yeah, yeah, kind of like like an origin story. Yeah,
See, honey, I'm back on Dathomir now.
of like a shadow. Oh yeah, yeah. I would like that. I would like that. Yeah. I mean,
That'd be cool.
I'd be down for a shadow show. If this one, next one does well. Oh yeah, it's a movie too. Yeah, either one. Yeah, yeah. Like I just hope that they do Shadow well because I just don't know how they're gonna do it in a kid friendly movie because Shadow's a very dark character. So
I
we'll
think
see
there's still
how
a
it
way they
goes.
can do it. I think there's still a way because I mean, when you think about it, Star Wars was intended for kids originally, and now Star Wars has changed over time and over years, especially since it's animated. Stuff has gotten darker and everything, and when you look at like Vader as a villain, you know, and some of these other like darker characters, you can see that I think kids are starting to know what that is and they're starting to be okay with it. So it's just how you handle it and how you do it is what it comes down to.
Oh my god! Look, the Shadow that talking person. Oh, you didn't, you you didn't like that.
They were trying to do something different, make it fun. Oh, you didn't like that game? That's crazy. That's like one of my favorite games. Yeah. Oh yeah. it's easily my favorite Sonic game because I get to
Wow.
because Shadow the Hedgehog I get to wield guns and be Shadow, my favorite hedgehog. Like that's
Honestly,
awesome.
my favorite Sonic game is probably Sonic Adventure 2, just because that was the game that
Right.
introduced us to Shadow.
See, I've never really liked those, like, I grew up never really being into those goody two shoes characters. I was more of a villain lover when I was a kid. So like Shadow the Hedgehog, that's
I
like,
get that.
oh,
I get that.
this is metal. I can shoot people with guns and go crazy and like. Plus, the multiplayer in that game was fun, where you could run around and everyone could actually like go and shoot each other, and like you could have a Sonic and all that. It was pretty fun. I liked it.
Oh
How
yeah,
funny is that
really?
they do? How funny do you think they planned that, or how do you think they came to that
Hold on.
decision?
Did they? Hold on. Maybe. Let me. Did Sonic Adventure 2 really come out? Hold on. Let me. I'm checking. Hold on. Looking this up.
Yeah, you like when you get things early because you're used to getting things late.
Oh, you got No Way Home 2 days earlier? Oh wow.
We do early Thursday releases, so we get them
Yeah.
usually on Thursdays.
Yeah, we usually go to like Thursday night showings. Yeah.
But with certain movies we get even earlier, and sometimes there's early screenings on Wednesdays, depending on what movie it is. Like so, it varies. And me and Jake have a bit of a fun experience because we both work at movie theaters, so we get to sometimes see movies even earlier. So even though you guys might get to watch it early at a premiere because they release it 2 days early, we get the movie sometimes we'll get the movie the moment that the projector key's sent to us, and then we can just watch it. Like sometimes I'll watch a movie 2 days, 3 days early than it's supposed to come out. It's just one of the perks of working at the movie theater. Yeah, which is funny because you were late to see that movie too, weren't you? Didn't And you know it's kind of funny. It's funny that you guys got it early, but I had actually seen it. I'd actually seen it 2 days. So I saw it the day it came out, but I saw it the night before. I saw it 2 nights before as well because I saw it on Tuesday night, and I saw it on, I think it was Thursday night. So, yeah. So I saw it twice. Yeah, I don't know why they chose to do that, but I mean, I guess different things. Where is... Has that happened before? You doing okay up there, honey?
Or remember when Avengers: Infinity War and Endgame got moved a week earlier? They're supposed to both come out in May, the first week in May, and then they moved it to like the last week in April. I remember that.
It's quite cool when release dates get moved and shuffled around. This spider is still... What? How are you still alive? Stay down. Yeah, I'm nervous to play Hogwarts because I know as much as I hate spiders in this game, I know that I'm gonna have to deal with quite a bit of spiders in Hogwarts.
Yep.
The nice thing about Survivor though is I heard in Survivor you can toggle the spiders off. So you can make it where their appearances aren't actually as common, which I'm happy I can get rid of them, yes. So they're not a problem for me. I don't know if I'm gonna visit Dathomir in the second game, but wherever I go and there's a chance for a spider, I'd like to make there not be, because it's not just that it's a spider. It's like it's a spider and then it's poisonous too. So it's like it can't just be one horrible thing. It's got to be a spider. You know what makes me sad and even more. I mean, you're not wrong about that, because even though we don't talk about this game too much anymore, one of our biggest pet peeves in the raid and in the Black Panther expansion for Avengers was fucking spiders, man, all the time. I mean, I did like the meme whenever I was playing as Spider-Man, I was fighting spiders, because I was like, hey, these are my brethren. No, leave me alone. I'll be okay. Right. I wonder if Spider-Man had never been in that game, if spiders would have still happened in the game. Like, that would have been interesting. Because you would expect those in Spider-Man's campaign, but they were in Black Panther's campaign of all places, which I was like, what?
Yeah, let's not talk about that game anymore.
I agree. Trust me.
I want to forget that game ever happened.
Yeah, trust me, you're not the only one that... Oh, was that confirmed? Like, AO, really? Like, dang.
No. The Grenix is just gonna fuck us again. Okay. Oh my god.
There's no way that was true. There was no way that was true, because they... All I know 100% is if I ever see Embracer Group or Crystal Dynamics ever make another game, and I know they're tied to the new Tomb Raider and stuff, I don't care if Tomb Raider gets amazing reviews, I'm not touching that game. I'm not doing it.
The next Tomb Raider? Okay.
Because it's going to be made by Crystal Dynamics, so... And they did a good job with Guardians, but Guardians was only a story game, yeah. Oh, really? Okay. Gosh, that's ridiculous. That game was good. Unfortunately, it didn't keep me invested enough to try and finish it. One day I'd like to actually fully beat it, but I just haven't had, maybe before Guardians Volume 3 I'll stream that game, just because it'd be nice to get back into it.
Yeah, the thing is, we're more into, multiplayer stuff, so we can play with friends.
Yeah, we like multiplayer games, but then also, I don't mind story games if I have a purpose to play it, just like you got your Uncharted, Jake, and you got all your other things like Last of Us and So it just
Yeah.
depends. Oh, are they actually? So it sounds like they're back and
Co-op?
forth on it now. I say
Okay.
go for it. Go for it. Do the
Joe.
multiplayer. Yeah.
If that's the case, who would you rather be, Miles or Peter?
I'm being Miles, dude. I'm full.
All right.
Because, dude, the yeah, and you want to know something interesting? I'm not going to say that one game is better than the other, but in terms of playing as one of the Spider-Mans and actually fighting opponents in the game, I preferred playing Miles Morales and fighting villains and even just thugs as Miles than Peter, because there was so many cool things you could do.
I'll definitely play for the game. I definitely play for the game twice just to get both characters' point of view, the story.
Dude, but if we get co-op and you're Peter and I'm Miles, that's gonna be awesome. Like what? Well, think about it this way then, right? If it doesn't happen in this one, the next game maybe. Yeah. Well, what I'm thinking about is what I think they should do, actually, if they want to do this, if say they don't make multiplayer for number 2, and we know they're going to do a number 3, right? Maybe they bring in a new character for 3, so then there's a reason for co-op because then you have 3 options, right? So maybe it's like, okay, maybe at the end of 2, because we know that they're going to have Peter in. We know they're going to have the Peter from Insomniac in Across the Spider-Verse, right? So maybe it's like, okay, maybe they bring in Spider-Man 2029 for the 3rd game, and then you have 3 different versions of Spider-Man.
Ooh.
So, because that would be cool.
Yep.
Also, in the
that's
first,
bullshit.
so in the first game, in the new game, you choose Miles or Peter. That's how it's supposed to work. That's interesting. Hopefully, I know they said it's going to be June, but they need to give us something very soon because people have been waiting and waiting for that game. Like, you think they could do that? Okay.
Yeah, and PlayStation had stated play earlier this week, but all they did was show off gameplay footage of Final Fantasy 16.
That was a waste of a state of play. Like, when I heard about that, I was like, why are we doing state of play just for. Yeah. Right. No, I wasn't expecting anything. But if you're going to do a state of play, you call it a state of play because you have many things to show. Like that. That's so interesting because the thing that's really frustrating to me about that is, which is so weird because the weird thing about it is a lot of people, like, I know there are fans out there, I know people like that game series, but that doesn't appeal to me or certain other people. So why would you do an entire state of play for a game that not many people that I'm aware of love it or want to play.
They showed a lot. They showed a lot though, Joe. Final Fantasy. Like they showed probably about. They they showed they showed about a good like 20 minutes of it.
Well, yeah, but that's the cool thing about the state of play is you could do multiple things and you could show a little bit of that and then focus on it and then yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Right. Right.
I agree. Welcome to the stream, guys. How we doing? Hey, at least it's not as bad as what happened to you last night. When, yeah, you know what? Don't. Is Madden annoying or is Jake Ford annoying? I mean.
Well.
So it's a good answer. That's the thing that sucks, though. You know what really sucks is you can tell with like someone like Jake Foy with his sports games. I'm sure just like when he watches the games, yeah. Oh really? You let him beat you? Oh my gosh.
Oh, so you wanted it to be interesting, so you held back. Okay.
See, I strike him as he's the type of guy that when he's winning, he gets all happy and cheering. But when he's getting his ass kicked, he's gonna be crying like a little baby. Like I guarantee it. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. You can tell. You can always tell like the type of people. Like when his.
So you're saying. So what you're saying, FEE, is that you could have easily beat his ass, but you could. Yeah.
Basically, he could have beat him, but he got bored. So he's like, better not. Why not? I'd say that's a good answer. That's crazy. Yeah, I could tell. Oh yeah, when he's winning, he's very annoying because he just rubs it in your face constantly. Like I get being excited about winning, but dang, like listening to your guys' conversation, I was like, that's a bit. So he's like Trevor, where he prides himself on that one game that he plays.
Pretty much.
At least Trevor admits when he loses, though. He admits when I kicked his ass. Because you'll know, because you'll always know he's losing because the C word will just sluttily sip out of his mouth, and he's like, yo.
He'll just yell out the C word.
Or if I'm being called a whore, then I know I'm winning. Because that's usually how I know. If I hear either of the two, I'm like, yep, I'm winning. Like I had him over the other day. So you guys want to hear a funny story? Okay, so we had our double date. What was it? Thursday, honey? Oh, she fell asleep. All right, so on Thursday we had our double date with Trevor and Caitlin, and they came over here, and we're playing Injustice. But Trevor doesn't have any of his level characters, so he has to play all Ella's like level 1 characters.
Oh shit!
and so he thinks he's so hot shit. So I'm just like, okay. You really want to do this? He's so determined he'll win. So I'm like, I'm not even going to be nice because every time we fight, you're not nice to me. So when I come to your house, I don't let you use your level characters. So why should I not use my high ups on you as well?
Your PlayStation should let people sign into their other.
Oh,
accounts.
he could totally sign in if he wanted to, but I didn't let him sign in.
Oh, you didn't want him to. Okay. You just wanted to kick his ass. I get it.
I wanted him. He's always bad mouthing me and talking smack. I wanted to put him in his place, no mercy, and I did. Next time, if he wants a real, yeah, that's funny. I don't know why he did that, but yeah, I don't see.
Have your level 20 characters against level 1 characters.
The funny thing is, I didn't even use. The funny thing is, I was actually nice, and I didn't even use the really high ones. I just used some of the ones that were higher than his, which could have ranged from anywhere. Like, he has a level 1, so if I use a level 6 against a level 1, one of my favorite things ever, you want to know something hilarious that I did? Trevor was using a level 1 character. I used a level 1 Enchantress because he always tries to beat me with Enchantress, and I beat him with my Enchantress, and I was laughing so hard.
Okay. Did you beat him with Batman though?
Oh yeah, I did one round with him.
And you know you're 30 with Batman, right?
Oh yeah, I know. He knows I was 30. I know I was 30, so I was like, that was one that it was a bit unfair, but he's always telling me it's about the skills, not the levels. So. So that was his mistake. He chose that battle wrong. I beat him with a level 20 Donatello as well, which was pretty fun. Beat him with the bow staff. Show him no mercy. There was a couple. There was a couple matches we went back and forth, but there was a couple I beat him pretty badly, and I was like, oh, okay, this was fun. This is worth it. It's all fun and games. It was fun. You know what you missed that we didn't film, though, Jake? That was hilarious?
What?
Trevor pulled a me. So he came over to, when he came over to my house, he was looking at my Funko Pop collection. He saw my Funko Buzz Lightyear, and it's like the Buzz Lightyear from the actual Toy Story movies instead of like Lightyear. And he went, fucking cunt, you have the Buzz Lightyear. Funko so he did the same thing I did when I found out he had the YouTube Premium, and then a day later, Caitlin bought him that Funko Pop, and I was like, oh god, that's funny. I would have thought that would have been one he had already, so I was shocked that he didn't have that one. Dang, this thing is really annoying. What? You're dead. How am I dead and you're dead at the same time when I killed you? That's kind of nonsense. I don't know if I like that. Tonight I should hopefully be home earlier because I think we close earlier tonight because it's Sunday.
Okay.
Which is nice. What time are you going to get done with dinner?
I don't know.
So I'm working on a theory video for the Mandalorian season finale. But I now have two different theories that could lead into each other.
Okay.
So, one theory I thought about was, remember how everyone was freaking out in Mandalorian Season 2 and they're like, oh my gosh, this Luke Skywalker moment is amazing, right? And so they're like, okay, so yes, it was cool when Luke Skywalker took out the Dark Troopers, but these Dark Troopers, even though they had really strong armor, it was a full trained God tier Jedi versus a bunch of stormtroopers with blasters with some high tech armor, right? But we know that since Book of Boba and since the end of Mandalorian season 2, Grogu has a way to call Luke.
Oh,
So
I see where you're going. Okay.
and let's talk about this for a minute, okay? Let's talk about this. Those Praetorian guards are incredibly skilled. How freaking cool would it be to see Luke fight those guards? Like,
Oh
dude,
my God,
like
dude.
that shit would break the internet for sure. People would be losing it. You know, I've kind of leaned into it as a possibility, but I'm also kind of more along the lines of I'm just expecting Boba Fett to show up because I don't want to set my expectations too high. Because I'm like, okay, if we see Luke, that sets the bar a little too high because then if people expect Luke and then Luke doesn't show up, then people are going to be disappointed. So like, for me, I expect cool things, but I would expect we'll at least get Boba Fett come and save him because they're kind of homeboys now. I mean, Din came in and helped Boba fight Cad Bane, so why wouldn't Boba go save Din? Just got a favor for a favor. It just makes sense, but we'll see. I mean, all will be revealed very soon, so. That was a very interesting position to end. What happened? Oh, intermission. You're gonna do it anyway. Oh, I just was saying that just the end of the topic is just what we'll know more in these coming days, but I'm sure they got some good tricks up their sleeve for sure.
Oh man.
But I will say, if we get to see Luke fight those Praetorian guards and that was ever a possibility, I might finally get a chance at the reason I started my YouTube channel in the first place. Because here's
top your reaction to when.
Well, yeah, because you guys don't know this because you guys didn't know us back then. But so during early COVID, what was it? Me, you, and Trevor, and then Topher and a couple other people, Jake, when we watched it. So we were in a PlayStation party. The Mandalorian season 2 finale comes out. We're watching it. When I saw that X-wing come into that cockpit and the cloaked figure steps out, I was literally. Oh, it was insane. I was literally. Let me tell you this. Now, keep in mind that Luke is one of my favorite characters in the Star Wars universe, and the sequel trilogy had just ruined Luke. So, when Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau bring Luke back for this little short scene, I'm like bawling like a baby because like this is the Luke we needed to see.
Yeah, like I loved how they were. I loved how they were trying to keep it a mystery, even though everyone knew it was Luke. Like, the moment that we saw the gloved hand,
yep.
we were like, oh yeah, that's Luke.
Yeah, like I was skeptical. Like you'd think the X-Wing would have been a good giveaway, but I was skeptical until I saw that hand. When I saw that hand, I was like, oh my gosh, dude. And
But they still try to keep it a mystery. But then
and I don't care.
But then after the gloved hand, the green lightsaber lights up, and we were like, "Oh, that's definitely Luke." Obviously.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, I will say this for sure. Everybody can have their favorite Star Wars score in terms of music in the background of a character showing up, but that music when Luke showed up was probably one of the best Star Wars hero scores there's ever been. I've seen people like changing. They've made videos of that with Luke. With Luke with the song "Holding Out for a Hero" from Shrek 2, and it's a good video. But why would you take away from the amazing score when Luke is cutting down those dark troopers? It's played like a beautifully sympathy, man. Like I'm still mad that they did not make, because I collect all the Star Wars figures, right? Like for the Black Series figures.
You want that figure, don't you?
Dude, I want a set. I want Luke and all the Dark Troopers so I can recreate that shit. You know how awesome that stop motion movie would be? Like, I saw they sold the Legos. I almost bought the Lego set to make a Lego movie of it, and I just hadn't had the money to do so. But I got to be able to recreate that because I've seen that, and I just, dude, that just was so badass. Like that, literally, like one of my favorite things that I'm probably, and if Luke shows up, I'll probably rock it in Fortnite as well. But like, I love having that Fortnite skin with my cloak because I just imagine, like, I just wish that Fortnite would just put the freaking lightsabers in, man, because, oh, it's so cool. It makes me so happy. But yeah, it's crazy. And you guys want to know something even crazier? We might get even more chances at redemption with Dave Filoni's Star Wars movie. Because here's what I got for you guys, if you guys don't know this. And I'm going to make a video about this later this week as well. So, we've talked about this since the Ahsoka trailer came out. The fact that Ahsoka says, when she's looking for Thrawn and she's talking about who Thrawn is in the trailer, she says, heir to the Empire, and everyone loses their shit. Now, a lot of people don't understand why that's a big deal. And many of us understand who grew up as Star Wars in like the old Legends novels. The reason that's a big deal is because Heir to the Empire is one of the most important canon novels. Well, no, it's not canon. Sorry, it wasn't canon. It's a Legends novel. But with Dave Filoni,
making it canon.
Yeah, but with Dave Filoni coming back, he's been slowly integrating things from Legends and bringing them back, which is why people love him so much. Like, Dark Troopers weren't canon until Mando Season 2, and they brought them back. And so they've been leaning into this Heir to the Empire thing.
For Mando Season 2.
Right?
Was pretty badass when he showed up out of nowhere.
Absolutely. So yeah, I agree, Brandon. So yeah, so I think like with Dave Filoni doing this Mando version, and they're saying it's gonna be the culmination of all these different shows and into a movie. It can't be anything other than Heir to the Empire, right? Like when you really think like what they're doing, and Dave goes yeah, because in Ahsoka, because here's what I think in the Ahsoka show. And I watched IGN's video about it. It was pretty good. In the Ahsoka show, they mentioned Heir to the Empire. There's only 8 episodes of the Ahsoka show. They're not gonna do Heir to the Empire in 8 episodes. I just don't see that. As good as the Ahsoka show will be, they will tease Heir to the Empire and they'll set things up. But in fact, I have a video for you guys. We're gonna get spicy on leaks this week. I heard that Ahsoka ends in an Infinity War way.
Ooh.
I heard that Ahsoka ends with Thrawn winning. So the show is Ahsoka, but it doesn't sound like, because we're in this very dark time in the Star Wars timeline where things are not so happy. I heard that there's a chance that they do an Infinity War, and since they planned on Thrawn being kind of the Thanos of the Star Wars universe, that he would kind of pull a Thanos and win for a bit. So, which I really like, because we know they want to keep Thrawn for more projects besides Ahsoka. So why not have him win? Why not show?
And you don't mess with Thrawn. You don't mess with Thrawn.
And what's great about Thrawn is, like, what I love about this is even, and this is actually even cooler now that I think about it. I recently found out that the actor that plays Thrawn in Rebels and the actor that's playing Thrawn now in live action, Lars Mikkelsen, he was on an episode of Sherlock Holmes with Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman, and Dave Filoni once said that he thought of Grand Admiral Thrawn as like the Moriarty of Star Wars, because the thing about Thrawn is not like Vader or Kylo Ren or Maul or all that. He doesn't have a flashy sword and powers and do really cool shit. He's got his brain. So he can outthink his opponents in a game of chess with everyone. And then we know he's got the Dark Jedi, he's got all these different resources. That's why, like, in that scene in Mando when they meet the Shadow Council, Gideon's so skeptical of Thrawn, but I love Gideon, man, but I'm so scared for Gideon's safety because Gideon does not...
You watch other YouTubers, but have you seen Star Wars Theory's reaction to Luke Skywalker's hallway scene in Mando Season 2?
Oh yeah, I've seen it, Brandon. I'm a huge Star Wars Theory fan. I watch a lot of his videos. Yeah.
We thought we lost you there for a second.
No, I'm still here. I was just answering to Brandon. Yeah, I was reading a comment because on my stream, Brandon was telling me about something. Yeah, I love that reaction. That was one of the inspirations why I wish that I would have been doing watch parties when that show came out. But I didn't start my channel until a little after that finale had happened. So yeah, but it was one of the things I've always wanted to talk about.
And I remember the first thing that we decided to do watch parties for was Hawkeye.
Oh yeah, that was when we started. Yeah. Hey, one player's in the stream now. Nice. Hey, one player, how's it going, man? Yeah, no, it was one of those things. Like, so it's crazy because you think of like all the different cool things, and yeah, I remember. That's good to hear, man. I'm glad to hear it's going good. Yeah, it was one of those really cool things. But yeah, I definitely don't regret because every watch party we've had so far has always been fun when things happen. Like we have our fun little Moon Knight stuff with Trevor and his hippo stunt.
Fucking hippo!
Oh god, that was so funny. His reaction made that worth it for sure. But yeah, I think the Heir to the Empire thing, what I was alluding to before Brandon mentioned thing in my stream was the fact that, you know, that movie, they're still going to do more shows before that movie comes out. So they still have time to perfect that deep fake technology that they've made to make young Luke, right? And if you guys have read Heir to the Empire like I have, let me tell you this. Heir to the Empire isn't just a big storyline because you have Thrawn and, you know, you have all these things. The reason people love that book so much, it's a huge Luke story. And the whole thing is like Dave Filoni. We know Dave Filoni speaks for the fans. Mm-hmm. I cannot see Dave Filoni doing this story without Luke in it. So I mean, if he's gonna do Heir to the Empire, like let's say this culmination movie, whether it goes to Disney Plus or theatrical, whatever they do with it, it's the culmination of all these shows: Mando, Book of Boba, Skeleton Crew, Ahsoka, all these things. If that's Heir to the Empire, we've seen Luke and Mando and Book of Boba Fett now, then they've already been setting up that they've kind of been pitting Luke and Thrawn against each other already. And that's so cool because there's lots of reasons why it would be important for Luke to show up in Heir to the Empire, but one of the biggest things is that Luke is such a big character in this story. In fact, in Heir to the Empire, I don't know if they'll do it in canon because they kind of scrapped it in the sequels unless they make it where this character dies later before the sequels. But Heir to the Empire is where Luke meets his wife in the books. So in the books, some of you guys that didn't read the books might not know this, but Luke had a wife called Mara Jade, and Mara Jade was basically the Emperor's hand. She was an assassin with a purple lightsaber that was hired by Palpatine, but then later ended up working for Thrawn. And then Luke actually ends up going and meeting with her, and eventually she, you know, turns from her ways to the dark side, and they fall in love. It's a whole thing. It makes Luke this great character, and one of the best things that I think is so important about doing an Heir to the Empire with Luke in it is, even though they're still working on the deep fake technology, we know like that what we've seen of Luke so far. What we never saw at Return of the Jedi, what people seem to forget is like, I hate when you get people who are like, well, I'm fine with how Luke is treated in Last Jedi because we already saw Luke at the height of his power in Return of the Jedi when he finally came to be a Jedi and fought Vader. That was his big moment. It's like, so some people don't want a proper episode 7 or episode 8 with Luke and like getting to have that iconic moment of just how powerful Luke is, you know? But this is the bloody fucking son of Anakin Skywalker. You're telling me you don't want to see, like, full-on powerful Luke take on, like, Sith and Dark Jedi that aren't his father? Like okay, so let's pitch this for a moment. Let's say we don't do Heir to the Empire with Luke, right? What's the next best thing that we could get with Luke to get people excited? it's basically Clone Wars animated style, but you do Luke's Jedi Academy. So Luke at the height of his prime, teaching students and taking them on missions and going and killing Sith. That would be incredible. But as much as I love animation, now that we got this deep fake technology, I want them to use, especially after what we saw in Mando, with just Mark Hamill's voice attached to it, I think it feels real enough to have Prime Luke just in live action and make that much more sense. And the other reason I think you need to do live action Luke is they built this connection between Luke and Ahsoka. Like, I'll be shocked if we might not see Luke in the finale of Mandalorian, but with us hearing that we're going to have Anakin appearances in Ahsoka, you can bet we're going to get Luke in Ahsoka. I definitely think you're going to see that relationship explored. Like, it's definitely going to happen. But I think something that's really cool about Luke as a character is the story of Vader is the one who was so powerful but fell to deception, lies, and to the dark side. And it's a powerful story. But Luke is that character, and one of the reasons why so many people are so upset about what happened to Luke in The Last Jedi and in the sequels is they turned the most hopeful character in Star Wars into a bummer. And that was not right, because I've been reading a lot of tweets this week about people talking about Luke Skywalker and how that moment in Mandalorian, it like not only redefined their feelings of seeing Luke again and how awesome that was, but they saw that scene and like, this is hope, because this is like this guy, this son of Anakin. When your father is Darth Vader and you don't turn and you end up becoming the greatest hero in the galaxy, that sends a message. Because something that we never get alluded to that's really great is, you guys do know that the reason that Moff Gideon made his Mandalorian armor, right? You know the reason why it's lightsaber proof, right? Because he saw Luke tearing up those dark troopers in that hallway, and he crapped his pants and went, shit, so this is what happened to Palpatine and Vader when they all go into that room? Like, no, dude.
Hey, yo.
But dude, you see it on his face. You watch that scene, you see it on Gideon's face. He's just like, shit, this man is, like, this dude is, like, basically Gideon is witnessing the Star Wars version of Superman right now. He sees that shit and he's like, yeah, no. just like, so now he made his armor and he's like, yeah, I need a lightsaber proof suit, because I know he's got the Force, but that lightsaber, that green light thing, that really scares me. That thing can cut through almost anything, and I'm afraid of that. So yeah, no, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. So I just think, I mean, it's just something I thought about, is like, yeah, he was very scared of Luke. And you can't blame him, because it's interesting, the Empire never talks about what happened in that room. Like, only Palpatine, Vader, and Luke knew what happened in that room in Return of the Jedi.
Right.
Only those three. So you wonder what the other people that work on the Death Star, like, and are there, what are they thinking is happening in that room? Like it's just, it's so interesting, because then Luke comes out with Vader's body, and then Palpatine is never seen. So it's just so interesting to me, because, you know, the Emperor was meant to be not only the Emperor, but he was the most powerful person in that entire organization of the Empire. And if your Emperor is defeated by someone, you should fear that person very badly. So even though Vader's the one, obviously, that defeated them, they don't know that Vader defeated Palpatine. They're going to think it's Luke. So to me, I think it's interesting. You think of every person that's involved with the Empire, all the stories, probably the ghost stories of like, yeah, man, I saw this man with a green lightsaber walk into this room. He comes out with Vader's body. This man is a cold-blooded killer, man. We gotta watch out for this guy. This man has taken down not one, but now 2 Death Stars now. He is dangerous. Like, it's like, oh, shit. Like, it's just crazy how we're getting to see these moments. Like, I know the sequels want to do their thing. I know they had their plan. And, well, actually, I should say they didn't have a plan, because they revealed that they really didn't know what they were doing, but I'm trying to be nice, because I know sometimes there are some fans of the sequels that are in the chat and stuff, and I'm not trying to be that guy that harps on the sequels, but it's really nice to see appreciation and like, even though we're never going to get the sequels recreated and fixed, I like that they're using these shows to really kind of give the fans what they want to see.
Yeah.
Because even though I grew up in the era of the prequels, and I love the prequels forever, and I love Anakin Skywalker because of Clone Wars, and he's one of my favorite characters, I also got to my first Star Wars movie of all time, even before I watched Phantom Menace. I watched Return of the Jedi on loop as a child. Like the VHS, I kept watching it over and over again. So I've always been a fan of Luke Skywalker. I've always loved the character, and I love that character. And so, to me, anything we hear about any more Luke things, like, dude, like hell, if they got the technology perfected and they can do it, if Dave Filoni announces after Ahsoka that he's doing a Luke show before Heir to the Empire comes out, or whatever his movie comes out, I will be on board for that shit. Like, hell, we got Fallen Order looking so good and Survivor on the way. Let's get a Luke video game while we're at it too, because why not?
Oh god.
Dude, I play this shit out. How has there not been a Luke Skywalker-centered Star Wars video game yet? Like, yeah, he was appearing as a character in Battlefront, but, dude, come on. That would have been so good. That would have been so cool. I just would love it. I just think the cool thing about Luke is he's a very powerful Jedi, but you can tell, like, one of the...
Just gone to the loo.
No worries.
Yeah,
one of the cool...
Yeah, when we were watching Obi-Wan and when we got to that ending with, when... What's her name took Luke, I was like, no, don't even do this.
Yeah, Reva's trying to do her thing.
Yeah, Reva's trying to kidnap Luke, and we were like, don't even do that. We know that he's gonna get away with. He's gonna get away.
Little did she know that Luke would become her greatest her allies and enemies and friends' greatest undoing of all time.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. No, I'd love it. I really do hope Ahsoka does use, like, I still want to see that conversation of where Luke tells Ahsoka that in the end that her master did the right thing. Like, I think that conversation would be so emotional for them to just sit by the fire and talk, and for him to just be like, yeah, there's something you need to know about your old master and my father. And she's like, what's that? Well, so what you need to know is he didn't die as Darth Vader. He died as Anakin Skywalker. And he lives within all of us through the Force. Like, do you imagine how emotional that would be for her? For her to just be like, so this entire time, Anakin's been watching me after he was the one to bring down the Emperor?
Yeah.
I think she needs that closure, because when you see her in The Mandalorian, she kind of is very bitter about Anakin, and like, you know, Anakin became Vader, Anakin betrayed the Jedi, Anakin did this, and so it'd be nice to, and even in Rebels, so when she finds out the truth, so it'd be nice to see her come to closure and see Anakin actually turned good in the end.
I mean, it's a shame that we got rid of Jake Bordelja, because I would have loved to hear his reaction when the Ahsoka show comes out.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure I'll be hearing from him about it. So you'll get to hear stories about him.
Like you can just imagine him in the background. We're trying to watch Ahsoka. Oh.
Like I said, if I remember in a party with him when that show comes out, I will make sure that he is muted, 100%. Because I don't want to hear that when I'm. I want to see Ahsoka for my own personal reasons. I don't want to be listening to that.
Yeah, I get you.
No, it's all good. So where are you taking your mom for dinner tonight?
We're going to El Loro. It's a Mexican bar. It's a Mexican, like, grill place. Like, they cook food right in front of you, like on a little grill thing.
Does she like those kind of restaurants?
Yeah.
How is this creature still alive? Did I not kill you already? What did you set an alarm for, sweetie?
Oh, I was like, what's going on?
What was that alarm set for? Was it just left on? I was just wondering why it was set on.
Do you think the Ghost Crew, Hera, Sabine, and Chopper could save Mando from Moff Gideon and his Imperial Mandos in this finale?
It's possible, but I'm not expecting to see that. I'm expecting to see characters that make more sense for the current storyline. So like in terms of Brandon, I'm expecting to either see Boba Fett come in and help out, or to see probably like Grogu call Luke, or Bo-Katan. Well, yeah, she'll be there too. I will say this: I'll make my video probably either later today or tomorrow about who I think will save Din. But I have a list of people that it could be. But I think you're right. They did show Zeb earlier in the season, so the Ghost Crew are definitely on the table too. You're not wrong, and it would be cool to see them before Ahsoka. Now that we saw Zeb, so seeing Chopper and seeing Sabine, and getting to see Sabine in action before Ahsoka could be pretty awesome. Yeah. Especially because she has, maybe we could get a tag team between Sabine and Bo against Gideon, because Bo would still have the Darksaber. So that, yeah.
Imagine if the end credit scene for Mandalorian shows us that Ezra's still with Thrawn.
That'd be crazy. You know what I want the end credit scene to be?
What?
I want the end credit scene to be, since we're leading into the Ahsoka show, you want to make an impression that Thrawn's a bad dude? Here's what you do. End credit scene. Gideon is in some unknown military location, and then all of a sudden, Thrawn shows up, talks to Gideon's like, so I heard you thought you were the boss when I was making my own plans in the unknown regions. Whips out his blaster, just shoots him, and then Gideon dies. The age of Thrawn is upon us. Like, can you imagine? He just takes him out, just like,
yeah. Shit.
But I like your theory too. That's a good one. I think that'd be cool. But I love the Gideon thing. I think the Gideon Thrawn thing, because I'm telling you, man, when he said that in that council, I think Pelion was like, well, I'm gonna tell Thrawn this don't sound good. Like,
I was shocked that Thrawn was not in that meeting.
Well, that's because I don't think they know where he is at the time.
Oh, okay.
Because I think he's still in the unknown regions. Now he might have plans in the unknown regions. But you know what's interesting that I haven't seen too many people talking about? Mm-hmm. They said there was a casting that was announced for Ahsoka a couple days ago, but we know Ahsoka has already been filmed, and it was a casting involving.
So or Agent Callus live action cameo would be dope to see too.
That would be cool. I'd like to see either of those two. Brandon said. Oh, I'll tell you in a second. Brandon said something else. I'll get to your comment in a second, Brandon. But that would be really cool to see. I think. So basically, there was a guy. I forget what he was from, but he's from a show called The Expanse, and he was cast as Thrawn's right-hand man in the Ahsoka show. And so I was like, but wait, well, I thought the right-hand person to Thrawn was Captain Pelion, who was speaking for Thrawn in the Shadow meeting. So maybe Thrawn, much as we've known from the trailers, maybe Thrawn has new minions and new people that work for him while he's in the unknown regions. Because this guy that they said is his right hand is different than the older guy with the mustache we saw in that episode. So this is definitely someone new.
Okay.
So I think that's interesting. But yeah, to answer your question, Brandon, yeah, Agent Callus or Sabine's mom, that would be crazy. I like that idea.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, people just want this finale as soon as possible. They want to know, man, who's gonna save Din? Who's it gonna be?
Just the fact that we got also in that meeting, we got somebody who's related to Hawk.
Oh, I love that and it's been funny because they cast the guy who played the actor who played Hux. They cast his brother to play his dad.
Oh yeah.
Because that guy is Hux's dad, dude. Like, that's how crazy this is.
Or not Huck's dad, but the actor who played. Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, but the character that we see is General Hux's dad. So that character is his father.
That's his brother. Excuse me.
But then what's funny is the actor who played Hux, Domhnall Gleeson, who was Percy in the Harry Potter movies. Domhnall Gleeson's brother is playing Hux's dad. Which is so they look similar, which I thought was funny that they did that. That was cool. They even sounded similar, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Like, I knew instantly when I saw him, I was like, wait, he's a Hux. I was like, what? One of the wildest things we've ever seen to this day is still in, do you remember in the Clone Wars final season when we saw, when we saw all those really cool people in Maul's Shadow Collective holograms?
Oh yeah.
And seeing like all those characters, that was awesome. But yeah, it's just cool seeing these type of things happen. How do I get this to stay? Oh, I know what I gotta do. Do this, and then slow down time.
What did you say, FPE? I heard you say something.
I think he just came back from the restroom.
Yeah. Nice. You went to what? Oh, okay. Unless you do, I thought of it straight.
It's a good answer.
It's funny.
Who's streaming movies? Are you watching Mario right now? Hey Harvey, welcome to the stream. Jake, did you watch Andy's video about his Kane movie?
No.
So he made a video about an idea that he wants to see for the Kane movie of from John Wick. Like that they set up at the end of the end credit scene.
Yeah. It's just a really long video. I haven't had a chance to watch it.
Okay, well, good news for you. I'm going to actually be breaking it down in my own video, probably later today or tomorrow, because I want to help him make this movie. Because I saw what his idea was, and was like, I want this.
Who do you think should play him?
Like the video is over 20 minutes long, so I was like, no.
Yeah, so I'll condense it for you so you understand. Basically, what he made is he made a script for what that movie would look like, and even talked about who could play other characters in that movie. So the movie would be Kane. So the lead star would be Donnie Yen playing Kang, or Kane. And I almost said Kang. I was like, what? What's Kang doing in a John Wick movie? What? But so basically Kane, played by Donnie Yen, would be the star, and then you would have Akira, who was the girl who was with the bow and arrow that showed up in the end credits scene that her father was killed earlier in the movie, right? Mm-hmm. And so it would start with them as rivals and them trying to kill each other, but then eventually it would. Dang it! I did not know he slept in here. This is Harvey. Yeah, I just had mute him because I was trying to talk for a second. But yeah, so basically, where was I? So basically, in the script, what's really interesting is what ends up happening, Jake, in Andy's script, is he casts a fan favorite actor that you're going to be very happy about.
Oh.
So he brought in Simu Liu, who plays Shang-Chi in the movie, to be in this script of Andy's, to basically be Donnie Yen's rival. Right? Ooh. So he basically was like, okay, so let's have, so basically he called, and they gave him character names. So obviously Donnie Yen's character is Kane. Simu Liu would play a character called the Manipulator, and the Manipulator would be basically trying to manipulate Akira from basically trying to make sure that she helps kill Kane, because they both have their own reasons to do it. But then there's some Civil War stuff that goes on in the plot, and there's some twists that are really cool that happens. So I told Andy, I'm going to get Trevor on it, and me and Trevor are going to help with this, because this sounds like an absolute dream to make. Okay. Like, to see those two, like, it sounds awesome. Like, yes, I want them to make this Kane movie, because they do clearly have plans for it, based on the end credit scene, but I hope that they do exactly what Andy's script says, but what I'm going to help him with, and I'm going to ask Trevor's help for, is Andy in his script was having a hard time figuring out the choreography for the fight scenes and how each character would fight in his script. So we're going to help him perfect his script. So I'm going to talk to Trevor, and me and Trevor are going to run some lines and maybe rehearse some fight scene ideas of how we think they would fight. Okay. And what I think we'll do is I think Trevor and I will shoot a separate video of us maybe playing like stunt doubles of like basically character placeholders.
Isn't she also in with Ryan Gosling as Ken in the Barbie movie?
Yes, he is, Brendan. So what we'll do is we'll do a stunt scene where I'll have Trevor's be the stand-in for Shang-Chi's character, and I'll be the stand-in for Kang. Since I have the glasses, I also have a katana I can use for a cane as well. So me and him will practice those fights and how each character would fight, so that we can show Andy kind of what fight moves he wants in the thing. But it's cool that he made a video about that, because it's cool that he has desires for what he thinks the script should look like for that movie. Like, when he showed it to me, I was like, when I watched his video, yes, it was long, but dude, he did a good job. He really made a real, like, script. Like, it's long because it's, that video, Jake, is a whole script. Like, it is literally him breaking down the entire script of his movie idea.
You're playing Cuphead over there, Harvey, I see.
Back off, Undead Night Sister. Leave me alone.
Okay.
What did Harvey say? Something about characters? Carrots? I'm surprised that he's actually plays Cuphead, because he got frustrated when we were doing that one mission in Gotham Knights, and I heard Cuphead is an incredibly hard game. I'm not surprised that you know this.
Nice.
Welcome to the stream, guys. Yeah. Oh, so to answer your question, Brandon, about who should play Agent Callus, I would love it to be Jensen Ackles. I mean, I think that would be great. But I don't know if it will happen because, you know, he's going to have a busy schedule. But I think he would be the perfect Agent Callus. He's got the look to Agent Callus. And after Rebels, I would love to see Agent Callus now that they redeemed his character. What are you laughing at over there? That's crazy. Yeah, so I think that would be cool. What do you think about that, Jake? You remember who Agent Callus is from Rebels?
Oh yeah.
You remember the guy that's with Zeb, and he was basically a part of the Empire, but then he joined the Rebels, and he had the kind of like blonde beard and all that.
Yeah.
I was thinking, Brandon was asking me who I think should play live action Callus. I'm like, dude, you got to get Jensen Ackles, man. Jensen Ackles would crush that shit. Just look at Soldier Boy, man. Can you imagine him, Jensen Ackles in Star Wars? Oh, dude, Agent Callus sounds so good. That'd be so awesome. If you don't know, Brandon, who Jensen Ackles is, watch The Boys season 3 and see him as Soldier Boy. He's got the perfect Agent Callus attitude and look. I'll actually see if there's any pictures of fan art of him as Agent Callus. What did you say over there, Jake?
Nothing.
Oh, apparently there's a new... Oh, shit. Really?
What?
New Guardians TV spot came out with a new look at Adam Warlock in action.
Oh, shit. Hold up.
Let me check that shit out.
Oh, yep. 3 hours ago, I see it.
It just popped up on comicbookmovie.com. I'll let you watch it first and then I'll watch it. Just because I don't want our audios to... Because I don't want our audios to cross streams like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you see the shot of him in action? I'm watching it now. Shut up. It's called the sofa. It's not that bad. Why is it so long now? Tired. What are we doing?
We're not going to talk about that. I'm hungry. All right.
Oh, I see it. I see the shot of him in action. All right, here we go.
Yep, I see it.
That's pretty badass.
Yep, I see it too. Hold up.
That's why it's made like this, so you lay down on it.
Yeah, I love it.
Fucking Drax every damn time.
You gotta love Drax. He always comes up with the best.
I'm not gonna lie, like, I thought he had some funny lines in Guardians 2 and even in the holiday special, but Guardians 3 looks like the best. Oh my god. That shit had me dying. That shit had me dying. That shit had me literally dying. That's badass. I'm saving that shit. Oh yeah, I was gonna look up something when I looked that up. I was like, what did I find? Okay.
I'm going off now. I'll come back on later.
Sounds good, FB. Agent Callus. Fan cast.
What?
Oh, well, that's a good fan cast too. Someone said that they should get the actor who plays John Walker to play Agent Callus.
Ooh.
I like that. That guy looks like him.
God. Hold on. Hold on. Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, the guy that plays John Walker.
Wyatt Russell. There you go.
Yep. Wyatt Russell. Yeah, he could be good. You'd have to think they'd bring him in at some point. I mean, Agent Callus was such a big part of that. I'm still holding my breath for who I want to see from Rebels in live action more than anything, though.
Okay, Happy. No worries.
Even though it's not specifically a Rebels character, the character I still want to see in Rebels in live action from Rebels or Clone Wars, especially since we know the actor can play him because he's already playing another character. Just freaking make Tamron Morrison live action Captain Rex, man. Just do it. I want to see it.
The best movie of all time.
You and Jake Ford seem to think that, FB. That's fun. Like, dude, can you imagine that day, Jake, when we get to see Captain Rex played by Tamron Morrison? Like, dude, it's gonna be so good. I know you want live action Rex too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, Tam would crush that role. Think he would just absolutely obliterate it. Son of a bitch! Yeah, I want to see Tam play Rex, but also if Cody lives long enough, I'd like to see Cody as well. I don't know if you watched. Oh, Jake, if you want to know information about Bad Batch Season 2 about that leaked trailer that came out at Star Wars Celebration that they didn't show, you should watch my video I uploaded yesterday I talk about the details of the trailer.
With tears of joy.
But I can break it down for you, see if you want to know what's in the trailer right now, so you don't have to watch the video. So basically, from what I'm told, you see Palpatine at Mount Tantus, where Omega and Crosshairs are. So Palpatine will be in Season 3. So that should make people excited. And so also, we see Rex is going to be in Season 3, just like he was in a little bit of Season 2, but it looks like he'll be in a lot more of Season 3, because there's talks of them maybe setting up another show after Bad Batch about the clone revolution against the Empire. So yeah, you got Rex, it shows Echo, they show Cody, and they introduced a character that people didn't think we'd see till Rebels in the trailer that you're going to get pretty excited about.
Yeah.
Commander Wolf was seen in the trailers.
Kid. What?
Yep. So you got Wolf, Greiger from Clone Wars, which was the Republic Commando, and then you have, of course, Rex and all them teaming up, and then Cody's back as well.
I'm gonna stream some Hogwarts.
Good job. I'm dealing with company right now. Me and Night Sisters I'm dealing with my own little wizard problems, or I guess witches. Yes, I have. I'm a huge fan of those comics. Yes, I want that as a new animated thing. Can Dave Filoni please make that into either a movie or a show? Please, I want to see that story arc.
What episode am I on? Let me see. 48. Okay.
That's one of my favorite comics I've read. Brandon, I need to see that animated into an actual proper finished story arc. I mean, dude, I mean, dude, you can just see Darth Maul take on fucking Sidious and Dooku as well as General Grievous. That shit was badass. I want to see that shit. Please? It also introduced the Maul Mandos, as I call them, which it seems like Gideon and the Armorer might be a part of that unit as well. What do you think about the theory, Jake, that Gideon and the Armorer are working together and probably served Maul during Clone Wars?
I'm over it. Pretty cool.
It makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if I told you this yet. So you know how the last episode was titled The Spies?
Mm-hmm.
So we know one of the spies was the communication girl that was working for Gideon, but that episode was titled Spies, plural.
More than one, yeah.
Yep. So I actually think that we'll find out in the finale that I think the Armorer is the second spy. Because when remember the scene where the Armorer took all the wounded away before all the bad shit started happening? Like before they get ambushed?
Oh, yeah.
It's a bit convenient that she gets away right as Gideon's forces rain down on it, isn't it?
Yeah.
And apparently in season 1, when she goes, when she ends up having to, when Mando finds her, she says she's the only survivor from the purge in the tunnels. Coincidence? I think not.
I think not.
Exactly. I mean, look, her and Gideon both freaking have horns on their armor. Who else in Mandalorian history wore horns than Darth Maul? Like, I mean, something's going on, man. I got as we say in Star Wars, I got a bad feeling about this. But in this way, I'd say I have a good feeling about this because people that are loyal to Maul means more ways to tell Maul stories, which means more Maul, which means yay! That's my mindset, is whenever anyone tells me more connections to Darth Maul, I'm just like, yeah, that just means more Maul. And more Maul means yay. I still really hope we get a Darth Maul video game one day. I really want a Darth Maul video game. Every time I play as Cal Kestis wielding this double-bladed saber, I just think, make my Darth Maul game. Make it happen. Come on. Do it.
Welcome, everything guy. Welcome.
Everything Guy, huh? It's a nice name.
Yep. What the fuck are you watching over there?
Oh, is it still, what's his name? Is it still Harvey?
Yeah.
Harvey dead.
Your mic is too close to your mouth, however.
Scott Atkins.
Right.
Deathstroke. What do we Jesus-ing over? How's everyone going today, guys? We doing good? I'm gonna have to get ready for work in an hour, but it's all good. I work 4 to close tonight, but close should be earlier, so then I'll be home later tonight, guys. But yeah, I love having these conversations with you guys. I love these streams. Playing Fallen Order with you guys, I always have so much fun when we get to talk Star Wars together. It's so fun.
Yeah.
Why, hello there, Night Sisters.
Hello there.
Yeah, I got undead ones trying to attack me because I'm on Dathomir right now. But they don't know that, like Donnie Yen, the Force is with me, and I am with the Force.
I am with the Force, and the Force is with me.
Yep. Love his character in those movies. Yep. I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, my thing is gone. It's not up here anymore. That's weird. You guys are awesome. Thanks for coming in. Alright, no one's up here yet. Okay. Do we have more stuff up top? Can't climb up there. What about up here? So there's a flag down there. Oh, and there's something I need down there too. What was that sound you were laughing about?
It was, oh no.
Harvey do something.
Game.
Oh, someone say something.
Game.
Someone do say something funny.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, health is restored. Check. Okay, don't want to be over there again. That would be a bad move. How do I get to where I was now? Oh, I gotta go this way. Okay. Kill the beast again. Stop slicing me up when I'm slicing you up. It's not how this works, buddy. Welcome to the stream, guys. How we doing?
What are you watching over there?
Harvey's watching something interesting over there. Oh, FB, you're back. Nice. Creature and spider are fighting. Yeah, I'm gonna let them have their fight. I don't have time to deal with their nonsense.
I'm only human after all. Welcome to the stream, media merchant.
Found one player you have. Mm-hmm.
You didn't mean to do that.
Hello.
Hello there, one player. Welcome back. It's like snowing / raining outside.
Wait, what? Oh, hold up. Like, I don't have time to read all that right now, FPE. I'm in the middle of a. Hold up. I'm in the
Jeff, you
middle of
say
trying to take care. something.
What FB say something to you?
Yeah, I might stream. Alright, let me go on my stream and see this. Hold up. What the fuck are you doing?
Is Harvey still doing something weird?
Alright, let me see what he said. Hello, everyone. The beautiful headset doesn't have a mic. Okay.
What do we find? BD1. Something doesn't look good.
Oh, you're answering you're the other guy. Oh. You're answering somebody else in my stream. Okay. Okay.
Oh, dang. Oh, great. Now I gotta fight a freaking big old bat with magic attacks to its head.
Okay, what the fuck are you doing over there, Harvey?
Harvey's being Harvey. Oh, good, I sliced up his head pretty good. Ow! Let's not do that again.
Let's not do that again. Oh, what is it? Oh, this is the Great Hall. Oh. Oh yeah, this is where all the meals happen. That's right.
Ow. Sounds like that will be fun. Okay, so we made it to the checkpoint. Now we gotta find where this creature is. I'm gonna have to kill this bat thing. Oh good, I got health.
How many you working, Joe?
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock, okay.
Yeah. Or 4 to close.
4 o'clock, decent.
Okay, Rodriguez.
I didn't know you were using bats. What do you mean by that, Metal?
Metal said something about bats.
Yeah.
I'm fighting a bat right now.
Oh, just joking. Oh, okay. Hey, how's Disney going? How's your Disney trip?
Ow.
How's your Disney trip been? Have you been having fun? Oh, Harvey left. Okay.
Are you really surprised you left?
I'm leaving. I'm leaving soon. Not yet. I'm leaving Thursday. Oh, so you haven't left for your trip yet? Okay. Okay, I thought you were already on your trip. Okay. How long are you staying? You're going Thursday, and how long are you? When will you be back? Does your medal?
When metal leave?
Yeah, I was trying to ask him a question, but I was trying to ask him a question.
Do you think you know why he left? He said something about leaving for his trip, right? Tomorrow?
Yeah, and no, he's going Thursday. Then you're staying till next Friday. The next Friday, so you're staying for pretty much a whole week. Okay. So you're leaving Thursday, and you're pretty much staying a whole week. Okay.
Jodeo.
That should be a fun trip, man.
Hey, one player.
Oh, that's Harvey. God.
Do you say why he left? Was it internet problems?
I don't really want to know. Yeah, because it's for me and my sister's birthday at that. Oh, it's your sister's birthday while you guys are in Disney? That's awesome. Say, wait, what? What are you saying, one play? I don't even know what you're trying to. Yeah, her birthday is the 26th. Oh yeah, so that is why you guys are on that. Okay. That's awesome.
You all right, Joe?
I'm good, one player. Just dealing with the boss right now. Going okay over there? Welcome to the stream, guys. What are we doing?
Basically, my dad caught me up during the night when I had a lot of sleep last night. Oh, that's weird. Your dad caught you up? Doesn't make much sense there. Basically, my dad caught me up during the night when I had a lot of sleep last night. Yeah, it doesn't make much sense. I don't understand.
It's a weird situation.
So that's why I lost connection. He just doesn't want me to be talking. He just doesn't want me during the night. Oh, he doesn't want me talking. Okay.
Oh, is that your Metal you're talking to?
Yeah.
Well, his dad doesn't want him talking late at night?
I guess.
Surprised Metal doesn't live on his own. Isn't Metal like 30 something?
My friends logged into my PlayStation account and YouTube, so if you get any strange messages, it's not me.
Good to know, FB. Thanks for letting me know.
I'm going now, so it won't me. I'll let you know when I'm back.
Sounds good, man.
Yeah, but I have a lot of medical issues, so on that note, I wish I could on that.
Oh, I didn't know he had a lot of medical issues. Did you know he had a lot?
No, I didn't. Okay. Sorry, man. We didn't mean to. Offend you or anything.
Yeah, we just didn't know. Oh. I'm gonna do a poll today on my YouTube channel who people think saved Din from Gideon, and then that will make me decide what's the best video to do for hyping people up for the season finale. You know what I mean, Jake? It's
Yeah.
fun. It's fun to do polls on your community tabs to see what people say.
Yeah. Maybe Boba does.
Well, that's what I'm hoping for. So I've seen people doing polls, and right now it says, this poll I'm reading right now, someone says 34% Boba and Fennec, 13.2% Luke, Grogu by himself 32.1, and then Bo is at 20%. It can't just be Bo, though, because she already failed, because she's the reason he got captured in the first place. So she can't save him alone. I mean, she could try, but I don't know what would be much the point. And it says, and then defeat the Praetorian Guards. But we will have to wait and see. What do you guys think? Who do you guys think? And if you guys are listening in the chat and you guys are up to date on Mandalorian, who do you guys think is going to save Din and defeat the Praetorian Guards?
Unless they go and try to save Mando instead, because they would be doing it a favor, because the fact that they saved Baby Yoda when he saved him.
Who said that?
No.
I didn't really understand what he said. He said the fact that who saved who? Oh, dang.
I meant Mando went to go save Baby Yoda. Yeah, but Mando's the one who's in trouble right now. So
Yeah, you have to be... Are you not caught up, Metal? Did you miss the episode? Because if you missed it, then...
Din's in a lot of trouble right now.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yes, but I'm saying they could go rescue him now.
Their forces were defeated. They can't... Oh, he did not watch it? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, then you wouldn't understand probably because you gotta watch it to understand. But yeah, basically, it'd be hard for them to do it because their forces are pretty much defeated at this point.
I know about the new episode. Oh, you did. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he went. Oh, he did want. Okay, when he said no, I did want it. Okay, okay,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Basically
So
all their forces were defeated. Basically is the do you have anything to add to that, Jake?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All of our forces were defeated, pretty much. Yeah.
She didn't
Pretty
have
much
many
sums it up.
left. She didn't have many left, dude. They have a decent amount left, but you have to understand that at this point in the timeline, even though the Empire doesn't have Vader or Palpatine, the Empire is still quite big. Like there's a lot of them. Like that army we saw that Gideon has outweighs the army that Bo has. Like it's way bigger. And nobody in Bo's army, I think, knows how to defeat the Praetorian Guards, because if Paz Vizsla couldn't beat them, then I don't know if anybody will be able to, except for the people that we mentioned before. And Mando, with its finales, likes to bring big surprises for the finales. So
I want to know, how did they tease Palpatine? Oh, you didn't catch that, did you?
basically what happens is, Metal, when they're talking in the meeting in the beginning, Project Necromancy is the resurrection of Palpatine. That's what that project is. So the Empire has many projects. Some people in the Empire are trying to create Snoke, which leads to the creation of Palpatine's rebirth. But others are trying to do other things in the Empire.
Yeah.
Like Gideon has his own plan that is not connected to making Snoke. But I believe Dr. Pershing in Season 1 and Season 2 was trying to make Project Necromancer happen. Because they want Snoke to come back so that they can have Palpatine back.
Yep.
But I don't believe Thrawn or Gideon believe that bringing Palpatine back is the way to beat the good guys. I think they all have their own kind of plans.
Oh yeah. Totally. Like that's just how bad they are.
Yep. Dang, I almost had him.
Palpatine was pretty bad too. Yeah, he was, but nowhere near as bad as these two are.
Yeah, these two are just on a different level and they're different. Palpatine is bad, but his creation plan doesn't happen until the sequel trilogy. This is before that time. So Palpatine's plan is still a few years away because he did die. So in order to bring him back, it has to be science to bring him back. And only the people that are loyal to him in the Empire want to do it. But only some of them believe in the resurrection of Palpatine. Others think that there's other ways to win this war against the New Republic.
Oh, so they're trying to set up how they possibly brought him back into... Okay.
It's what they've been doing ever since Mando Season 2. Because it is inevitable that most of the things in this show does lead into the sequel trilogy because of the timeline where we are at. But the thing is, not everyone in the Empire wants that as their plan. So, like, depending on what happens with the Mandoverse, Thrawn might still be making his plan when Palpatine falls at the end of Rise. Because Thrawn has had many plans. In many ways.
Maybe just Thrawn just goes off on his own.
Well, they're saying in the Unknown Regions, apparently, that Thrawn has built himself a massive army already. So he's already been doing the work well beyond of what Palpatine's people are already working on. He's already learning to live in a new place and build a new army. So when we see him in Ahsoka, he'll be more than ready for whatever the Ghost Crew throws at him. Because he's already building a massive army. And now he's got those 2 Dark Jedi on top of that. So he's got Dark Jedi, his own new army. Yeah, Thrawn's bad news, man. That man is just so smart that he knows what he needs to do to win, and he does it. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, a lot of people kind of have accepted metal that Palpatine's time. A lot of people, when they saw Palpatine in Rise, were kind of like, well, this doesn't really... Palpatine had his chance. We don't really expect to see too much from his return. And then they didn't really handle it in a way that people were very happy of. Like, I love Palpatine. I heard Palpatine might be coming to Fortnite. And in time for May the 4th. So, but I like other new threats and new villains too, because I know there are other evils that are even more villainous than Palpatine out there. And when Thrawn and Palpatine meet in the books, Thrawn outsmarted Palpatine, and Palpatine had no idea. Like, he was just that smart. But Palpatine was supposed to be so smart that, you know, he couldn't, because of his power to the dark side, he couldn't get so easily tricked. Getting tired over there, Jakey boy? It's good that you're all right.
Like,
whoa!
I'm a little tired, but I'm like...
Did you stay up too late playing games?
Just... I don't know.
How much progress did you get on your Kingdom Hearts?
Pretty good. Oh, really? These players want to play.
You got a good spell planned for them?
Yeah. Damn it.
What happened?
Nothing. Just. I died, that's all.
How'd that happen?
He just beat me, I don't know.
Dang it. It's the wrong way. Have you decided which lightsaber stances you're gonna use the most in Survivor yet, Jake?
Not yet.
I'm excited because I watched a video today about how people that got to go to an event with the demo, they finally showed a demo of what the blaster stance looks like. And you have a blaster and a lightsaber, and it looks awesome. But I guess the developers of the game wanted to be a surprise in the game for people. Dang it. Whoa.
I mean, I might be going there. Like, oh, really? That's cool, Metal.
What did he say?
He said he might go with Vader's lightsaber.
Oh, we're talking about Jedi Survivor Metal, and I don't think you can have Vader's lightsaber because you're playing as a Jedi. You might be able to design it to look like it, but we're talking about saber stances in terms of moves and fighting style you can have. And there are 5 of them Metal. You have single, double bladed like Darth Maul's, or 2 dual wielding sabers like Ahsoka. There's also a blaster stance yeah, dual wielding is gonna be awesome.
Just to get hype for Ahsoka.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna use the dual wield stance. I mean, you can even have Ahsoka's white lightsabers as a color in the game, which is something I definitely want to get. So I'm excited. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna be rocking the white.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad we got rid of Jake Ford. That way he won't have to ruin our enjoyment of Ahsoka just moaning out loud during the show.
Oh, true.
Like you know that when that show comes out, he's just gonna be constantly throughout the episode. Oh.
I mean, he's been doing the same thing with Bo-Katan this season.
No, I was talking about. Oh wait, hold up. I'm a little distracted playing players right now. Metal. Oh god. Fuck off, bitch. Get the fuck.
Were you talking about making a lightsaber at Galaxy's Edge,
I don't
Metal?
know. Let me see. I'm talking about. Where I go this. Oh, okay. So you're gonna make one go. Okay. Don't be like Ron and don't be afraid of those. But oh my gosh, really? No. Those damn spiders. Why does it always have to be spiders?
Not the spiders. Why can't it be little butterflies? Ow. Follow the spiders. The spiders.
Wow. Gosh. Spiders are pissing me off. Okay.
You did tell me that they could be annoying. Let me change the difficulty. Players who are new to melee combat.
Know what I'm talking about? Hold up. Know what I'm talking about? If you can literally, you can just the hit it down. Oh, shit. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, Mel. I'm surprised you're gonna be actually building one though, because building those are expensive, but it's worth it, I guess.
I built one.
I'm just telling you, Metal, it's expensive to build one. I'm just going to buy one because it's the same price as just building one.
That's true, you can do that. There are some cool ones you can buy of certain characters of your favorites.
I'm probably going to build the robot. Oh, you're gonna build a robot. Cool.
Do you want a case, sweetie? Just wake up from a nap. As you can see, I'm occupied. Man bat, meet Ella. You're right about using the double saber for the creatures, though. It does work good. Because you told me that was a thing. It hits you in the face. No mercy. Dang, it doesn't reach that high when he does that.
When you gonna be on till?
I'll be getting off in probably a little bit, FBE, because then I gotta go to work, but then I'll be back tonight. I shouldn't be home too late tonight, considering the fact that, that we close earlier. So I should hopefully be home around latest 9 or 10. Definitely not 11 tonight, which is great. Sounds good. I'll post an update more in the community tabs as well. Combos in this sounds good, man. Combos in this game are lifesavers. You trying to crawl away from me? Are you scared? Really? Must be scared now. He ran away from me before I could finish his health. I think I scared him off, honey. You mind me take Scream Cup today?
Yeah, you can take it.
Okay. Thanks, Sugar Wooger. Just be better for work cup.
Did I bring it in?
It's right there.
Oh.
Me empty and take. Yeah, I can finally climb these surfaces now. It's gonna be helpful. Because now I know how to go back and go explore and get these things now. This is a long thing. How many? Oh, nice. We'll need that.
The strongest Night Brothers faced a rite of passage by venturing into the lair of this creature.
Something else that could happen, Joe, is maybe Ahsoka could show up. I don't know.
That's a good take. Hey, maybe Ahsoka gets a Luke moment. Ahsoka versus the Praetorian Guards would be insane.
And then at the end of the episode, Mandalorian's like, "Oh, hey, you want to come? Did you want to come with us?" And then Ahsoka's like, "No, I gotta go reunite with some old friends."
Yeah, I still think we're gonna get that end credit scene of like they've dropped Thrawn's name so many times in this show. You'd have to think we'd end this season with Thrawn. Like I just think we're gonna see Thrawn, either Thrawn and Ezra or just Thrawn. Like there'll be a shot of Thrawn. I mean, they already put Thrawn. They already shown Thrawn's face. For those that went to Star Wars Celebration, did you see the pictures from the extended picture? Like the extended trailer. Yeah. So at Star Wars Celebration, they released an extended trailer, and the two big things they had in the trailer that we didn't get to see was they showed Thrawn's face and they showed Sabine using Ezra's saber, which we knew from the leaks that would be happening because she had it since Ezra went to the Unknown Regions, but. The Thrawn face thing, that if they've already shown his face, that means they're not against showing it again. So I could see us seeing Thrawn. But we'll see. Surprises I'm sure we'll get surprises to be sure, but welcome ones.
Imagine if we get like that extended trailer drops online.
Dude, what if that was the end credit
6.
scene? They just attached that as the end credit scene? They've done trailers as end credit scenes before. I wouldn't be surprised. This is why I love being a Star Wars.
That or they drop it online on May 4th.
This is why I love being a Star Wars fan, because it's so fun to just like speculate on what you can get and everything. It's just so exciting. Oh yeah, I came from that way. Okay.
Yeah, like that, or they could drop it online May 4th.
Hey man, there's going to be some good things dropping on May 4th. Visions Volume 2 comes out. Apparently on April 28th, you can go, the same day as Jedi Survivor, you can go rewatch Return of the Jedi in theaters. I already told everyone I want that poster, man. The poster they put out looks sick. Did you see the poster for that one, Jake?
Yep.
Looks awesome.
Sorry.
Was that you messing with your mic?
Yeah, I was messing with my mic for a second. I wasn't trying to mess with it. I had an itch. That was kind of probably close to my mic, so that might be it.
Itch had, did you? No. Find the itch, must you? Dang, that doesn't work, so I can't jump down there.
Well, I haven't been keeping track of John Champion's videos recently. In a while.
Wonder what's been going on there.
Yeah, I wonder what he's been talking about lately.
Knowing him, it's always something. There's been some decent news stuff. I'm sure he's been talking about something interesting. Dang. Did you hear that, honey?
Oh.
You not here?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
What?
Me too. If I had my way.
Ooh. Did Guardians 3 actor just reveal Rocket's death? What? Hold up. John Campbell did a video about somebody apparently revealing that Rocket might die in this new one.
Yeah, I think a lot of us have been hinting at it.
Let's move on to our final hotline question here today. And this one's calling to ask about, hey, did James Gunn's brother Sean maybe just say more than he was supposed to? Check it out.
Hey John, this is Alan. I think all of us have probably heavily speculated that Rocket will probably die in the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Did you see recently Sean Phil's comments that he said Volume 3 will be his swan song as Rocket? Considering all the rumors and speculation, and also considering that he stand-in mocap actor for Rocket on set Could Sean have just let it slip that Rocket is actually going to die in Volume 3? Thanks, love to hear your thoughts.
All right, Al, thanks a lot for calling that in. And listen, I'll tell you what, I've met Sean Gunn a couple times. He is a totally delightful dude. Really fun guy who, one way or another, ends up finding his way into James's movies. I believe he did the mocap for Weasel as well in Suicide Squad. I love Weasel. I don't hear what anybody says. I love him, and my wife, of course, knows Sean Gunn because apparently he was a big character in Gilmore Girls.
Yes.
Yeah. Never seen it?
He was like the goofy. Yeah, he had like every job in Stars Hollow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go with that. And I've always liked him in the Guardians of the Galaxy. I like Kraglin. Of course, he had a pretty relevant role in the holiday special as well. Like, the whole holiday special kind of starts with him as well. I really like him as a character. Well, you may or may not know that he does the mocap for Rocket. Bradley Cooper may do the voice for Rocket, but it's Sean Gunn who is on set in a little green screen suit, you know, kind of shuffling around, trying to be Rocket. Well, a lot of people have been speculating, like Alan said, that Rocket dies in this movie. And I think there's a lot of theoretical evidence to back that up. But did Sean Gunn just kind of spill the beans that that is indeed what happens? Well, this is what Alan's talking about. This comes to us from the folks over at the Direct, who are quoting another source who said this. Many fans know by now that Kraglin actor Sean Gunn also lends his talents to as the stand-in actor for Rocket Raccoon's motion capture in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. While admitting to Empire magazine that it's a lot harder to play Rocket now that he's getting older, he mentions the upcoming Guardians 3 goal will be his swan song as Rocket, indicating he will no longer be providing the motion capture work needed to bring the beloved Guardian to life. Okay, so this is the thing. Swan song, this is my swan song as Rocket. That is the one thing that people are grabbing onto and going, he just revealed that Rocket dies in the movie. And listen, to be fair, that is definitely one of the possibilities. It is a possibility that Sean Gunn just basically spilled the beans that Rocket does indeed die, okay? However, while that is definitely a possibility, I want us to look a little further beyond that one line. Because just before that one line, because that's the one line everybody's focusing on, Sean Gunn says this is a swan song as Rocket. And that's all people hear, and they go, oh, well then, that settles it. Rocket's dying. And maybe he is. But go back to the beginning of that paragraph. Right? The beginning of that paragraph says this, while admitting to Empire magazine that it is a lot harder to play Rocket now that he's older. So that has to be taken into consideration. The line, this is my swan song as Rocket, was not spoken in a vacuum. First, the context is set up, hey, listen, it's gotten harder for me to play this role. Because it's a lot down on my all fours, doing all this kind of stuff, and I'm getting older now, and it's hard for me to do this. And by the way, this is my swan song as Rocket. While it is totally reasonable to suspect that he did just spill the beans that Rocket may be dying, I think it is equally as possible here that what he was just saying is, I can't play the role anymore. Because this running around on all fours and contorting myself, trying to be the best mocap for the small creatures I can, it's just too difficult for me now. It's not enjoyable. My body's getting older. All that kind of stuff. And then after that, he says, by the way, this is my swan song playing the character. So, could it be that he just accidentally revealed that Rocket dies? Could be. But I don't think anybody should run to any conclusions about that, because I think it is equally as a valid perception of this that he was just talking about.
What did you say?
And I think that considering
In a couple minutes after I survive this thing.
What if the post-credit scene for Mando Season 3 is thrown taunting Ezra about his friends never finding him as his prisoner on Mount Tantus?
That would be a pretty good one. I like that. I like that, Brandon.
What is your instant gut reaction when you read the whole thing? What do you think he's talking about when he says, this is my swan song as Rocket?
When you read the full statement, it's, yeah, mocap is freaking exhausting. He's 48 years old. So by the time they go into production for the next film, he's going to be in his 50s. You know?
Fuck.
And he doesn't even do the voice.
Exactly. I love
back. Nice.
Here we go again.
Doing good, sweetie. Dang it. No! What? I missed it. What? Oh, can I not land on him again?
I got my Mando Season 3 post-credit scene theory inspired by Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver cameos in Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Oh, that's a good one to be inspired by. I like that. Could be something similar. The only question is Mount Tantus in the unknown regions right now? Because I thought its location was somewhere else. Or did he build his own in the unknown regions?
I don't know how we're gonna get down from this. It's a long drop. Jump again? Okay, I trust you.
I think I missed it. Good, good, good.
In Legends lore, Rome retreats to Mount Tantus and uses it as his base of operations.
Okay. That's right. I have not read Legends in a while. That makes sense, actually. I like that. So that could be possible. Oh, nice.
I'm great. Wish I could say the same for this creature, though.
Alright, let's get to a checkpoint from here. Open this box, honey. Okay. Oh crap, spiders. I need to go. Okay, can I go up, please? Trying to get to a checkpoint real quick. There we go. Alright guys, I'm going to get off because I'm going to get ready for work, but I will be back later tonight. See you guys later tonight.
Bye.
Bye.